Three times over, boy.
Shadow. What's up, man? Say what's up. Say what's up, Shadow. Say what's up, Shadow. Boy, you is something else, man. But anyway, y'all know this is Larry. I'm back with another one. So it's been super ultra dry in St. Louis, Missouri, and I just want to let y'all know. So what I do, I'll be cutting this one right here, and I'll be cutting it at a 3. See, stuff set for 3 at all times. One thing that's good about this Toro is that it actually is quick to change different settings for the deck. I like that with this. That's the only thing. Feels like it's slowing down now, meaning that, you know, the speed is going a little slower. But hey, it is what it is. If y'all have any advice where, you know, you can tell me, give me some kind of opinion about a mower that doesn't slow down, because that's what's important. You know, I really don't want no more to slow down. I want that speed so I can get done with the yards faster. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Make sure y'all watch the video to the end and enjoy. Peace.
What up, man? Welcome back to the channel. This is LJJ Lawncare, the one and only channel that will actually profit you by speaking on very important subjects that can help you get and obtain the desires of your heart and get the money that you want using the skill set or trade called lawn care. There are so many people that don't believe that this skill or trade is not real, because many people have grown up in households where their brother, their uncle, or their father has been cutting the grass, and so they look at it as though it's not a real trade. Too many people have done it that they seen just to make a few dollars, to buy some crack or alcohol, drink beverage, or some snacks. So they could never imagine someone that's cutting grass can actually build a lifestyle and have a good life with homes, cars, and various obtainable possessions that one would desire in the American dreams. I mean, we like homes too. We should be able to buy homes and cars and things that we want. But they don't believe you should be able to do that because it didn't cost much to get you started and you're only cutting grass. And I'm here to change this game. So if you haven't already and you're just a regular visitor, make sure you like and subscribe as we talk about profits, credit, taxes, and expenses. The basic 4 elements that makes a business a business. If those 4 things does not exist inside your life, inside your trade, then you really don't have a business. Now, first thing we're going to talk about is the most loving thing that we all desire and love. We enjoy the fruits of our labor and we love to get it. That's profits. Profits is a very powerful subject. It should be one of the main motivations of why you even started a business. Other than empowering yourself to take control over your time, it's all about gaining the profits. When I decided to start my lawn care business back in the day, I end up doing some research trying to find some information about profits, and it was nowhere to be found. I went to various lawn care channels, and that's one thing that the industry seeming to struggle to talk about. I don't know if it's from shame or whatever, but I'll be the one that's actually unveiling the truth about profits. So let me break this down to you, bro. What makes a profit is after you cut the yard that you of your desire, you know, whatever yard you're choosing to cut, and after you minus the taxes from that yard, and you minus the expenses. Then whatever is left over is your profit. Now listen, let's not get it twisted. The price that you charge for that yard is not your profit. You didn't make $50 cutting that yard, because you have to deduct the expenses. You have to deduct the taxes. I haven't even gotten into how much you're going to charge for labor. That's not even included into your price. I just was saying $50. You charge $50 and you thought that you made $50. You haven't counted this blood, sweat, and tears from yourself for cutting the grass as a solo operator. So let me tell you about the benefits of the profit, okay? This is the benefits and the purpose of the profits. When you have the profits that's documented, you can actually show the bankers that you have money that you make a year. When you apply for that home that you want, now it depends on who you are. Now, I don't know if you're the type of person that just wants to stay in an apartment for the rest of your life. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to just chill and share a building with others, there's no problem with that. Nobody is upset. There's no judgment behind that. I'm the type of person that want houses and cars and things, luxuries. That's how I am. So let me tell you how this profit thing works. All right. The system has it rigged where your profits is documented through your taxes. When they see your taxes, then they see your profits. It's connected, y'all. That's just as simple as it go. If you are cutting grass and you're not filing your taxes, you're not reporting your profits, you're not saying that you earned any money, you're walking around saying that you're broke. That's how the system look at it. You broke and you ain't got no money, Brody. It ain't no other way. So let's say, for example, you are walking down the street, you see the same homeless man that's been on the corner for years, and he stands up and he looks you in your eye and he says,
"Hey, you think I can borrow $500 from you?"
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say? Okay, here's the $500. Pay me back next Friday. I don't think so. More than likely, you're gonna laugh, or you're gonna turn the other way and you're gonna keep walking. You're gonna say no, or you might give them probably about $10. Just say, here, man, or $5. Do what you do. I don't know. You know, you gotta be watching these people too. Some of them be faking. But anyway, that's the same way that the banks are going to look at you when you come into the bank and you ask them for some money for an investment property that you want to purchase. They're going to say, show me your profits. And in order for you to be showing them the profits, you have to show them taxes. They want 3 years back taxes. They want to know, how have you been living your life before they give you this $200,000 to spend on whatever property you want to spend it on. So that's the power of profits. And it's also related to taxes. You cannot ignore it. You have to go ahead and file them taxes to be able to show that you make money. And you can't be mad at the system. You the same way. If your brother or sister or somebody asks you for some money and you want to lend them money, you're going to be wondering how you going to get your money back. I mean, I ain't finna lend to nobody that's going to sit up here and tell me that they going to give me some money and they ain't got no job. I'm just keeping it real. I don't feel comfortable doing that, and neither do you or the bankers. It's just the way it is. It's just that they tied it into the taxes so that they can get their portions. Them big boys can get their money. They the same anyway. That's a whole nother conversation. I'm not gonna go into that type of level with y'all. I'm talking about how to make lawn care be an actual business on paperwork. Now, another thing that's involved in this is the credit, y'all. You got to go ahead and talk about credit. Some people don't talk about credit with this, again, because it's an easy entry, y'all. You can come up into this game with a little amount of money to get you started. Like, you can buy a used lawnmower for probably about $50, $100 at your local used lawnmower spot. There's plenty of those out here in St. Louis. You can buy a string trimmer and things like that, it don't cost much to start. So we tend to not talk about credit. We don't talk about credit because it ain't much to start. I bootstrapped my company. That's the same thing as not using nothing but what I from my job. I was taking the money that I had that was extra, which now as a businessman it's called profits, but the little extra money that I had, I was buying equipment to start my business. So check this out. It don't take much to start it, but it take a lot to keep it going. This business has a lot of expenses. Expenses is necessary items that you have and that you need to keep your business going. Those expenses will be deducted from the taxes that you're paying your local and the federal government. Period. So with the expenses, for instance, you have your truck expenses. You have issues that goes on. So you have maintenance, right? You need oil changes. Your tire might pop. You might need a new tire. If you don't have a tire, then how are you gonna get to the yards to go cut them? You see what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and exclude that from the situation. If you were settled in your life and you're happy, you have a house, and you're not finna file taxes or report income, at the end of the day, this is what happens to a lot of people right here. You have these expenses that take place. You're not paying your taxes, but all your expenses is taken away from your profits. They are taking from your profits. Your expenses is taken from your profits. Your maintenance is taken from your profits. You see what I'm saying? There's no other way to explain this but to keep it real. You have to be able to maintain your own business at the most that you can. You can't be lazy because you're going to be giving away all your profits from the expenses and the maintenance that you're paying to keep your business going. You see what I'm saying? Whether you're paying taxes or not, that exists. Maintenance exists. And expenses exist. You're not finna be able to run, duck, or hide from that, Brody. So why not be reporting the profits so that you can get access to money in order to actually generate another revenue from another situation, like vending machines, homes, or other things that any various innovation that you can think of inside your mind. Seriously, anything. It takes money to make money. So that's where the credit comes in at. Credit is real and it exists. You never know. One day you might need it. You got street credit and you got the professional credit. Like for instance, like I was using the example of the homeless person. This person, this person homeless. This person ain't got nothing going on. And yet he asks you for $500 to borrow, and he'll pay you back next Tuesday. You're not gonna say yes. Let's be real here. Let's be 100% real. And you know what? The banker's gonna look at you like you the homeless person because you had not reported your income of anything. You don't have no proof, and you want to keep your credit straight. Period. Ain't nobody gonna want to lend to you if your credit is jacked. So again, it ain't nothing to get started. It don't cost much to get started. That's what the people say. That's what they know. But it does take money to keep it going. If you get to gaining all these customers and you're not showing that you have these customers that exist, when you need some help on something, you won't have it. You won't get it. You know, it's like you got to constantly put your money away. But again, your money is going to take wings and fly because you have expenses. You have maintenance. I just mentioned the truck, but you also have the maintenance of your equipment. You're not going to not need to take your equipment to the shop. I'm just saying, for real. Even if you got to buy parts or whatever, you still, and you can do the labor yourself, that's good, but you still spending your profits on the parts. And we all know that we take this stuff to the shops, y'all. We don't know all this stuff. You have 50 customers a week. Your lawnmower breaks down. You don't have time to work on your lawnmower. You got to go get the money, right? You solo. So you finna go out there and go cut them yards. But until then, you finna go turn this into someone that can get this done as fast as possible. Hop on your secondary lawnmower and keep it pushing. So let's stop playing crazy, these weird games. I'm not trying to be the person that's trying to tell y'all to file y'all taxes. I'm just telling y'all how the game works, how the system works, so that y'all can get what y'all want. You know, I'm not sitting up here trying to tell y'all that, hey, get your credit and get your money. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to tell y'all get loans. One day you might need it. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And if you really know how to play the system, the folks with the real money, I'm telling you right now, they don't spend their money. They still use the system to make money. Now, I will get some advice of watch the people that do have money. Like, for instance, a millionaire can have $100 million in their bank account and they still will go to a bank for a $50 million loan just to buy a new home. And so they can keep their money and their profits. This is Larry with LJJ Lawncare. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Right, oh, damn. You already know the video cuts off because of these cameras running heat. They running hot nowadays. But anyway, I hope y'all liked the video. The Toro has 178 hours on it. So yeah, if y'all know anything, let me know. Drop something in the comments. Let me know what's up. That way I can go ahead and, you know, do what I need to do. Wasn't here long at all. I'm gone. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.
Crazy how I came up in this game and then I ran amok. It's Larry Johnson Jr., LJJ Lawncare, all on them trucks. I stand insanely on it, bro. I love to gain a customer. I mainly maintain what I must. I earn their trust off of the bucks. I'm blessing them with beauty cuts and placing them on YouTube, cause I'm trying to get subscriptions up. I'm driven by ambition, bro. I'm all about integrity. You should never compare to me unless you wanna see how deep your insecurity can be. I'm rolling solo in these streets and all I know is to live free. I'm full of peace, but when it comes to lawncare, boy, I am a beast. I never leave until it's clean. I get them weeds and everything. I throw some seeds and motion leaves and trim them trees and charge them fees. And yes, I am the king of string. I said exactly what I mean. You see the way I do my thing. Them edges squared and crispy clean. Then if you haven't did it yet, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And best believe that LJJ Lawncare is gonna be right there.